Hello and welcome to another episode of the Ginger Force Apocalypse podcast. It's your girl, Britt Rochelle.
And Muffin.
And we are kicking off the month with some interesting new additions, as you can see. This is the new studio puppy. He's a little sleepy. Doesn't know if he wants to be here, except for he likes to cuddle. His name is Zap, as in Zap Brannigan. And I got him just a few days ago, and I love him so much, I had to show him off. And he'll be less puppy as he gets older, but he's all cute. How have you been, Josh? How's your week been?
Very busy.
Yeah.
Whole lot of work. Not as much gaming as I would like to have in there, but,
Never enough gaming.
Never enough gaming. With the weather change, everybody's getting a little sickly every now and then, so that's kind of kicking it back in work, so fun times all around.
Oh, I'm sure. We love change of season. Everyone's getting colds and sick. I think you mentioned your wife got sent home from work today, right?
Yep.
Probably for the best. Her being out and about, being sick and pregnant, probably not the best for her.
Nope.
It's getting about that time. She needs to be just relaxing. Maybe she could get into some games.
Yeah, that would be great.
Right?
Oh, why don't you tell her that? Because she don't want to listen to me when I say that.
Oh, I'm sure I could find some games she'd like.
As long as you can play Rift, she'll enjoy it.
All right, I'm sure I'll figure whatever that is.
You know what World of Warcraft is, you know what Rift is.
Fair enough. I do like me some World of Warcraft. I'm actually excited to share that after the exciting explanation of Kingdom Hearts last week, that I could not finish because I had not finished the game. I finally did finish the game. It actually wrapped up a lot of plot points pretty well and also made me cry live on stream. And I felt bad because people in the stream were like, I'm gonna head out. I'll see you later at your fun stream that this was supposed to be. I was like, it was a fun stream. That's pretty much how that went. I was like, yeah, get out of here if you don't want to see me cry. I swear I'll be done in like a minute. But oh my god, I did not expect the end of that game to hit me as hard as it did. The cinematic started and I'm like, oh great, Sora and Kairi are reunited. What? Except they weren't. Spoiler alert. Sorry if you haven't played Kingdom Hearts. But...
Well, you've already spoiled a part of it, so why don't you go ahead and explain what hit you the most to get you to sob on screen.
Well, for one, again, I've been wanting to play that game for 20 years, and I finally now got to play it, but finished it, so that hit a bit. But in addition to that, so you form these relationships with these characters, and you see the, what's it called? You see how their relationships and their friendships develop and forge. You see these kids kind of growing up and facing some harsh realities. And after all this work, I think I put almost 40 hours of work into that game, trying to rescue Kairi, bring all the worlds back whole, so to speak, so that there's not so much crossover and darkness. And you succeed, but Riku is trapped in Kingdom Hearts in the darkness part with King Mickey. They're just kind of there because Mickey and Sora, with the help of Donald, Goofy, and Mickey Mouse, obviously, they shut the door to Kingdom Hearts and seal it from both sides, because, go figure, Mickey's also a Keyblade wielder. And so Riku's just kind of out there. We still gotta look for Riku. Kairi is safe on Destiny Island, which is great, and I thought at least, Sora's gonna, everything's hunky-dory, right? You can get back on the island. Nope. Sora is still, apparently, he's got some work to do, so he's still out in whatever realm you want to call it with Donald and Goofy. And it's like heart-wrenching because Sora and Kairi are like reaching for each other, but they're being separated by just this rift closing, essentially. So Kairi's all by herself on Destiny Islands, just reminiscing about her friends that she lost. And there's this whole like chalk cave painting thing where Kairi's like, I explained the Palpo fruit, that's like a friendship, heart-connecting thing. And there's a drawing of, I guess, Sora I might get this mixed up, but Sora offering the Palpo fruit to Kairi, and she fixes it so they're giving it to each other, and then tears just start streaming down her face because she misses her friends, and I'm like...
Just like that?
Just like that. It was that bad. So I obviously switched over to a much more light-hearted and kind of off-the-wall game. I'm now working my way through South Park, The Fractured But Whole. I'm at the first boss battle, which that is a totally different game type to me. I quite enjoy strategy games, but I haven't played a strategy game like that in a long time, if I ever have. So you've got these move sets, and teammates. You can switch out all of those. It's pretty adjustable per the boss battle, which is good because right now I'm trying to get. I'm in a strip club dressing room essentially, fighting strippers, and Classy's the one I'm trying to get to because she's got some information I need. So I'm fighting my way through all these strippers. What?
Okay, you just stop at some point.
Why?
Emma needs $25.
Okay, I'll send that to him.
Yeah. Josh, hold up a middle finger. Just remind Emma what he did. Okay.
Alright.
As long as you want.
The whole time it takes for this interruption.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
I'm assuming there's some tech in there, so I'm just going to send it to him. Glad I have my emotional support puppy here as I recounted that tragic tale of Kingdom Hearts.
Looks like he's knocking out.
Yeah, he's sleeping, so he'll be okay for the rest of the episode. Alright, I'm gonna start over. Alright. So I'm fighting my way through these strippers to get to Classy at the end of the hall when the actual boss shows up, which her name is she goes by Spontaneous Boutte. She's this large black woman whose main attack is, I guess the best way I can describe it is a booty smash. She jumps up into the air and collapses. And the nice thing about when it comes to those big attacks is there is like an area of effect highlight so that you know where not to be when she attacks. Which, while this is a turn-based game, to an extent, not for Spontaneous Boutte, she's got a little timer, and so you have to make sure that you're out of her line of fire before your turn's over, or you're screwed, because she has an infinite health bar. You do not attack her, you avoid her, and if you're in her line of fire when she does her booty smash, you are dead. And there's only 2 of you, so you gotta work your way past her. So I pretty much have to reassign my move set so that right now I'm working with a lot of just straight melee, but there are some moves that charge, so you basically charge through them, you end up ahead of where you were. That's pretty much what I'm figuring you need to make it through this boss battle, because it is pretty intense. As intense as it can be fighting your way through strippers at a strip club. Which kids should not be at. There's already so many things that have happened in that game that is not suitable for children, so to speak. But that's why it's not a game for children. It's rated M for mature for a reason.
It's not for you.
It's not, no, it is for adults. The main character is it's South Park, so.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Grand Theft Auto is also rated M for mature.
Yeah, there's a reason kids should not have been playing that either. But so many kids played that game.
Have you ever played Grand Theft Auto Online?
No.
The only thing you hear anytime in the city is a bunch of kids just screaming, "Why is he killing me? Why are you in my car?" It's...
Why are you in my car? Did you not... The game's called Grand Theft Auto.
Get out of my car. No!
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Any rated M for mature. M is just the letter that they're gonna see. Mom's still gonna buy it.
Yeah, M is for Mom. Buy this for me, please.
Exactly. Just like Conker's Bad Fur Day.
I cannot wait to play. That's probably gonna be my springtime at my playthrough. Which my springtime probably more like April or May, hopefully at the latest, because South Park Snow Day is coming out in a few weeks, March 26th. So I got to get through the Fractured But Whole before that comes out, so I'm all caught up on the
Speedrun it. Speedrun the game.
Do
nothing but speedrun. No side quests, no nothing. Main quest.
There's so many toilet quests, man. I gotta be...
You can finish the game, then go back.
I don't know, man.
And flush out the rest.
See what you did there. That was
I had
solid.
to.
That was solid, am I right?
Toilet
humor. Let's get into some new releases. You could go first with the Game Pass games.
Yeah, sure. I'll give this a whirl.
Give it a whirl. Looks like there's some new co-op coming. That's exciting.
Let's see here. Lightyear Frontier, a co-op open world farming adventure game.
I still love farming games. I really did.
It's joining Game Pass on March 19th. Adding to the lineup of day one releases.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, who doesn't like another farming game?
I mean, don't knock it till you try it, I guess.
If I wanted to be a farmer, I'd go visit my family.
Fair enough.
Let's see. MLB The Show 24. Shocker there. Another sports games as well. Developed by PlayStation-owned San Diego studio. Will also be available on Game Pass on the 19th.
Nice.
Open Roads, a narrative-driven game about mother-daughter road trip, is delayed to March 28th, but will be added to Game Pass as a day one release.
That sounds... A mother-daughter road trip. I wonder... It's a narrative-driven game, so I wonder, is that like...
Life is Strange?
Okay. I like...
That's what I would think, but...
I hope so. Like, maybe you should look up the trailer for it. Let me... Sorry, Bobby. Let me just... You can sleep a different way. You'll be okay. Did I say that? Did I spell that right? Open Roads, yep.
Open Roads, not Open World.
Oh, fair enough. There we go. There we go. This is what we want. Oh. Okay. Next one. The reveal trailer. There we go.
I was about to say, watch that one say it's private too.
It better not be. Otherwise, who the hell is going to buy your game?
Okay.
There's what now? Ooh.
Black magic.
It wasn't my grandfather. A burglary ring. Some sort of lost fortune.
I like the art style. It's pretty cool.
So we have to go looking for the answers ourselves. My mom and I are out on the road, searching. I don't know what we'll find, but whatever it is, I know we'll find it.
I don't know how to feel about the difference between the outside texture and the texture of the characters, though.
I kind of like it. I think it's creative. Oh,
Series that do that usually do it pretty well in the gameplay.
I mean, I kind of like it. I've always been a fan of mixed media projects, though. So things like even art, like canvas pieces that have like the really thickly done acrylic paint and then some just physical shit thrown on there. I'm a fan of it. I think it's a really cool contrast.
I mean, at least there's a good bit of people that would follow in with that same kind of enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Doesn't really look like there's a lot, though, coming for...
Oh, that's different. For March?
For Xbox, yeah.
Oh.
There's 3 games.
Okay, well, they're all day one releases, like MLB The Show 24, so that's pretty cool if you're into Major League Baseball.
Yeah, you know. You could also play the 23 others that came out as well.
Fair
and get
enough.
the exact same experience.
I never played the MLB games, but I did play Backyard Baseball. You ever play that PC game? That was the jam.
Backyard Baseball was the best.
That was so much fun.
You know what was also pretty fun?
What's that?
Actual backyard baseball.
Right! I didn't have enough friends to do that, so, I mean, I played it as best as I could with 4 kids, but...
One on each plate, and then, nobody pitches. You just hit it yourself.
Yeah, one in the outfield. Or, one each team in the outfield, one each on the plate. Or I guess now, whoever wouldn't be up to bat would be the pitcher, I guess. From the other team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work out. Alright.
What are we looking at for PlayStation, though?
Let's see. Looks like we got Sifu, F123, Hello Neighbor 2, and a Destiny DLC. I got, Foam Stars, Roller Drone, and Steel Rising will be out the door. Usually by the 5th or the 6th of the month. I give you a little bit of overlap to, in case you missed last month's games. Let's see. Sifu, it says it was previously leaked. It's going to be officially available on PlayStation Plus. I'll have to look that up too. Hello Neighbor 2. I've never played Hello Neighbor 1, but I watched some gameplay a long time ago when that was like the big thing.
It's interesting, but
It's pretty sweet looking.
It looks pretty. I think that.
Just kidding.
Well, I think
Sifu looks good.
the gameplay I saw was pretty buggy, but I think that was still in like the beta or the alpha testing. I don't remember which one. If you're into Destiny, the Witch Queen DLC will be coming out. But Sifu is a martial arts action game. I want to look that up next. Where did I put that? Let's look that up real quick.
pretty sure Witch Queen for Destiny 2 has been out for a while.
Okay, but now it'll be available if you're paying your PlayStation dues. Let's see. This one came out a few years ago.
Oh, guys, look, it's a dragon.
Again, cool art style. I'm into it. They're about to get their worlds rocked. That does look really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a knife.
Oh boy. Oof. Oh, how long was he out?
Enough to grow a beard.
Grow a whole ass beard. Ooh, fighting people in nightclubs and classroom. Or is that? I don't know, man.
Maybe with each time that he goes out, he gets more knowledge.
Probably. Seems like one of those grindy build-up games. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, every time you go down, you get older.
Oh.
And with the age, you gain knowledge of the fighter.
That's cool. I'm definitely downloading that
epic.
one. Yeah. Yeah, got some good games coming up and coming out. Speaking of which, let's talk about some new releases coming out in the next week or two. The Thaumaturge? I don't even know how to pronounce
Not a clue.
Don't even know how to pronounce that one. That's out March 4th. It's a story-driven RPG set in 1905 Warsaw, Poland. Taking on the role of Victor, or Victor, I don't know if you're doing what kind of pronunciation you're going with, who can see entities called saluters that normal humans cannot. Features isometric gameplay, turn-based combat, morally ambiguous choices, unique character development features, investigation mechanics, and much, much more.
You know it's good when it's morally ambiguous.
Right, everyone loves a morally ambiguous protagonist. The real world was hunted by esoteric beasts. Okay, so it's like historical fiction. I'm actually a big fan of historical fiction. This is pre-World War II Poland too, so it might even be pre-World War I. I'm bad with I know the World War II took place in like the 1930s and early 40s. But it incorporates the themes of Russification and industrialization in Poland, as well as the influence of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. I'm gonna be so into this when this comes out. When it's coming out the 4th. On what platforms is it coming out? Oh, it's PC. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be about that. Be looking that up on Steam. WWE 2K24.
Everybody loves a good wrestling game.
Oh yeah. If you got the deluxe edition, you can get it on March 5th. But otherwise, you're gonna have to wait till March 8th. Well, 3 days early if you want that deluxe, man.
3 days for $30 extra. I don't know.
Yeah, when you put it like that, might as well wait. There might be more DLC to it though. I don't know. We can
Probably some skins, but
get some skins. It's John Cena. It's just all of it's just
John Cena in a skirt type deal.
I'm not gonna lie. If I don't follow wrestling a lot, But if you can play as Rhea Ripley, I'm down. Or get your ass kicked by Rhea Ripley, I'm down. I'm obsessed with her. Okay, I'll look her up. She's a actually pretty popular wrestler right now. I discovered her because her walkout song was done by Motionless in White. So obviously it's a really good song. So let me look up Rhea Ripley. People call her. She's from Australia, but people call her Mommy, I guess, Mami. But she does her makeup a lot like Chris Motionless, and she's buff as hell. And she puts on a good. She's just a good showman too. That's why I'm low key obsessed.
Are you sure this isn't just a dude?
I am positive she is all woman.
That looks like a woman.
Look at that butt. She is a whole ass woman. I promise. Look at that cute smile. Let's see if that'll open the prize. There we go. Look at her go. She's a whole. I will not argue this further. Why don't you
You ain't saying that because that woman's ripped.
She's ripped as hell. She could crush me with her thighs, and I would say thank you.
That's a pretty great description.
It's not what you're supposed to say.
Oh.
On camera.
Rhea Ripley, if you out there.
Oh my god.
Why don't you take over the next ones?
There's a true love in there.
Sounds like it. Finally, for the last game coming out in the upcoming week of March for Switch is Unicorn Overlord. Let's see here. It's a timeless tactical RPG game.
Ooh.
Timeless.
What?
Let's see here. From the masterminds that brought 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, and Odin Sphere, Atlas X Vanillaware presents the rebirth of tactical fantasy RPG. Fight against fate and embark on a royal adventure to regain your reign alongside trustworthy allies. Unicorn Overlord combines the timeless tactical RPG genre with the overworld exploration and innovative battle system for a unique epic fantasy experience in the iconic Vanillaware style.
What is the Vanillaware style? I am not... Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like... What is that? Shoot. Like... Kingdom... I can't remember the name of the game. It's actually driving me crazy. But no, it's a really cool art style they got going on. And it looks like the game's going to be pretty... It looks fun. I'm trying to think of the game that it's reminding me of. But it looks pretty awesome. I will probably... And this is coming out for everything, it looks like. So... This is coming out March 8th, right?
Yep.
Okay, there's actually some pretty cool games coming out next week that I am 100% down.
Hey, look at that. If you get the collector's edition, you get all this stuff. 239 cards for the card game.
Whole ass card game.
The whole game. Music albums. Jesus, I can't speak today. An outer box and an art book.
I love a good art book. I really do. I really wish those... Like, okay, I guess the full art book, it's not abnormal to come with the, like a deluxe edition, but as long as the base game has, like, a little paper leaflet in it.
Let's see, how much are we looking at here?
It's not, CL buying options, I guess. I don't know if that's,
Ooh.
pre-order price is $129.99.
$130 for a mess of stuff for a game.
That's actually not bad if you think about it, though. You're getting a whole ass card game, an art book, which alone could sell for $30, plus the base game.
Okay, but have we ever played a game like this?
No, we have not. I have. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's driving me crazy. I can't think of it, but no, if I were a bigger fan of the genre, this just seems like one of those things that I would like so much if I did play it more, but it's just out of my wheelhouse right now. But
see, the one thing that I'm worried about is, let's say somebody is all hyped up and excited for this game, and then they're like, yeah, I'm going to drop $130 on it. Turns out to be the worst game.
Fallout 76?
No, we're not talking about Fallout 76. Okay. We're talking about that game.
Hang on, let me look at the...
Possibly Sims, you know.
Mm-hmm. That tracking stuff.
I don't know.
Anyways. But no, it looks really cool. It says only for the Switch, but when you go to the website, it is going to be out for PlayStation and Xbox as well. So.
I wonder if it's only coming out for the Switch to begin with, to see how it's going to launch on that.
That's hard to say. Hang on, let's...
I mean, you can get the demo on all of them.
Yeah, but if you can play the demo on all of them, I don't see why they wouldn't just offer it for all the platforms off the get. That just seems weird.
Must be quite a few glitches.
Maybe. Or it's also possible... It's equally possible that the game dude, the author of this article, Grayson... That Grayson maybe is working with outdated information, or the editor or himself just forgot to put the rest of the platforms. There's...
Either way.
Yeah.
There's stuff missing.
Something's missing, someone's wrong. We're moving on.
And it's not us. Don't worry.
It's not us. Don't shoot us. We're just the messengers.
We're the ones bringing you the content.
Bringing you the
Don't
news.
shoot the messenger.
Speaking of news, what story do you want to go with first? There's some spicy stuff going on in game world recently.
Do we want to start with another lawsuit, or do we want to start with a hunt?
Let's start with the lawsuit and then get into the hunt. Yeah, so Nintendo of America has filed a lawsuit against an emulator for Tears of the Kingdom piracy. It says here, on the afternoon of February 27th, 2024, gamers learned via social media that the world-famous video game publisher Nintendo has filed a lawsuit against Tropic Haze LLC, the developers of the popular Nintendo Switch emulator known as Yuzu. And looks like the complaint is that it's highlighting that that specific emulator has an ability to play games developed for the Nintendo Switch, is harmful to its business model, as many, I guess they have data supporting their claim that hundreds, if not thousands, of users got to play Tears of the Kingdom a week before the game was officially released. What do you think about this?
So I've used Yuzu.
Mm-hmm.
I tried playing a couple of games like Super Smash Bros. I've played a few of like Switch only games, and they never came out to actually work properly. Like it would load and then it would get to like the start screen and then immediately the game would crash.
Oh.
So I'm not exactly sure how people are playing, Tears of the Kingdom. Because it sounds like, everything that I've seen on YouTube and Twitch and everything, it looks like a pretty intense graphical game.
Yeah, it's like an open world Zelda game, so just like what Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom is a follow-up to that, so I imagine it's quite intense graphic-wise.
I could only imagine if I can't play Super Smash Bros. Or something that's super easy to play, that you're going to need like a NASA space computer to try and run Tears of the Kingdom on Yuzu. It's not a matter of just downloading the emulator and just launching the game itself. You gotta download the emulator, you gotta download config files. Like, there's so much extra stuff just to put into this. And it's ridiculous.
Fair enough. It looks like Nintendo's seeking damages for alleged piracy front Tropic Haze. And Nintendo deems they are secondarily liable for what users do with the emulator, which I guess on their end makes sense. I guess they're also demanding a complete shutdown of the Yuzu emulator, which puts Yuzu, or the Tropic Haze, in an interesting position, because if it does run as crappy as you're saying, them using that as the defense in a lawsuit, theoretically, does not put them in a good spot with their user base. It's this is a weird comparison to make. But if you've ever seen the movie Legally Blonde, a good comparison would be what Brooke Wyndham having to say on the stand that she runs a fitness empire, right? But her alibi for her husband's murder is that she was getting liposuction. So if she said that on the stand, that ruins her business. So basically Yuzu's in kind of a situation where if they lose their lawsuit, they're shut down. But if they say, hey, our emulator's not even that good anyways, then who's going to even use them? So they're going to get down anyways. So they're kind of in a lose-lose situation here, unless they have a different defense, which we'll find out in coming months, I suppose.
The other thing would be is for anybody that, uses emulators and pirates games and such like that, any emulation website you go to, it says only play games you own.
Okay.
Big bold letters, either it be...
It's kind of a CYA measure, kind of a cover your ass measure.
No website you go to for emulators will have direct links to get games that you don't legally own.
Mm-hmm.
So this is more on the user's end. So
Nintendo theoretically may not even have a case.
No.
They may just be like cherry picking.
That's
like,
what I'm
you're an
thinking.
emulator. You're a famous emulator. Let's try to shut you down.
Yeah. I mean, it does have Bluetooth capabilities, so you can use the Joy-Cons if your computer supports Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So you can use your own Switch controllers with the Yuzu, but it's not that good. The emulator's just, on a 1 to 10, it's 3 at best. Subpar.
You heard it here first. Yuzu may not even be worth the effort. It's not even worth the effort. I won't even qualify
I want to
it.
know how much they're getting sued for, though.
We can read the full lawsuit here. Let's see how much in damages. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's scroll down.
Whole lots of
Legal jargon.
legal mumbo jumbo.
Yep, setting up the basis of Nintendo. Defendant owns, develops, operates Yuzu, the emulator. To protect IP and its investment. Oh. I know you don't like emulators either. Okay, without Yuzu's he's dreaming. In other words, without Yuzu's decryption of Nintendo's encryption, unauthorized copies of games could not be played on PC or Android. I may have to lay him down for a nap. Sorry, we're scrolling.
If you would like to take a second to go.
Yeah, you look for the damages section. I'll put him to night.
Everybody say bye to little dude.
This is Zap. Bye, Zap. Bye, gamers.
They have multiple lawsuits here.
Oh.
Nintendo of America versus Dilts. Let's see. Nintendo of America versus angstchip.com versus Gary Bowser. United States versus Lauren ETAL. Pretty sure I just butchered that, but that's okay. Where is the cost? I want to see the cost. Here, we'll just do... Interesting. It doesn't look like they're going for, Didn't look like they're going for restitution money. Or not that I could find anything right now. Defendant is primarily responsible for the cause of the distribution of Yuzu, including the project's official website, yuzu.emu.org, on GitHub and on third-party platforms such as Google Play. In other words, get it while you can, if you so choose to use it. Currently, there's no like money number on here yet.
Alright, let's scroll down a little more. This is more the background, their basis for why they think they have a case. Should say there's 41 pages of this. YouTube overview. Play Nintendo Switch games. Okay, yep, still probably gonna be closer to the end of the. I'm gonna go to the bottom and scroll up. See if it says proper where. Yeah, here we go. This is where we're talking damages around here. see, prayer for relief. Plaintiff prays for judgment against defendant as follows. For declaration that defendant's activities as alleged herein constitute violations of 17 U.S.C. 1201 and 106-501. For equitable relief under Title 17 and 28. Equitable powers. Looks like for this.
Oh, they want the yuzu down and anything that could be similar to it.
Yeah, here we go. For an award of statutory damages pursuant to all of that in the amount of $2,500 per violation of 17 U.S.C. 1201 arising from the defendant's willful violations of the anti-circumvention and anti-trafficking provisions of the DMCA, and $150,000 per violation of the 17 U.S.C. 106-501. So they're looking for a lot of money. From what I understand, they're looking for each case of what is deemed copyright infringement. Looking for like hundreds of thousands, if not closer to like $1 million, if I'm doing my mental math right, which I may not be. It may just be girl math, but that's still depending. How long has this Yuzu emulator been around?
For a while.
So if Nintendo wins this case, they are so SOL.
Yeah. But I mean, granted, I understand where people are coming from with the whole piracy thing and emulators and such like that, but like, if your game has been out for a while, okay, so Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, there was supposed to be a program called, I think it was MS2 or something like that. It's supposed to be all the Modern Warfares, all the Call of Duties matched into one game that's just a massive crossover that somebody coded from the ground up using all the same models. And Activision hit them with a cease and desist before the game even launched off of GitHub.
Oh, wow.
And it was pretty massive amount of money, too, because they were asking for infringement and damages and such like that. Yeah. And the guy was like, look, dude, this is just a project. I have nothing to give you guys. What do you want? Yeah. But still dragged them through court. So, I understand it on one end, but I don't on the other. If your game's already made, it's like a vast amount of money. Just let it be.
Well, it depends on the age of the game, too, because I know, for me, a big draw of the emulator, it would be games that the consoles no longer exist, or the games are really expensive to find. I know some, like, copies of original Spyro for the PlayStation 1 can have... I've seen them as cheap as, like, $25. I've also seen it as expensive as, like, $200-$300, because, again, like, PlayStation 1 is all but defunct. Like, if you have a PlayStation 1, that's great, but if you're going to buy one, you're not buying it from the PlayStation store, you're buying it from a friend or Facebook Marketplace or refurbished from a game store. You're not buying it new.
Yeah.
It's discontinued is probably the better term for it.
It is beyond obsolete. It is a relic at this point.
That's what... I'll put a pin in that as a tangent I can go on later. But... yeah, so I can see the complaint of it being for a newer game that's not even released yet. But you brought up a good point off camera, too. Who's even releasing the source code for that game before the game's released?
Yeah, who is doing these things?
Yeah, so Nintendo may want to be also searching into their own company if they're looking to strike down piracy, because someone's leaking that shit. Either that or there's some people just mining the information somehow. I'm not great at how hackers do their hacking thing.
And then they should do a lawsuit against them to make an example out of them and go for the most money as possible. That way that person could be locked up where a pirate belongs.
Says the pirate.
We are not going to talk about that.
We're not hypocrites here on Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast.
Not me.
Speak for yourself, plebs.
Except for when we are. So I guess we'll see how this goes in the coming months. We should definitely keep an eye on this one. Because even, again, my ass doesn't even use emulators hardly at all, but I have heard of, I've heard of this one, so this is...
Oh, I've got plenty of them. I will definitely be downloading Yuzu again when I get home, just to piss off Nintendo one more time.
Unless they come after your ass.
Feel free. I've got what, 9 more computers at home? So
No, well, not only that, but they're probably not going after individual pirates because there's too many of them. It's easier to try and nip it where they think the butt is instead of going after the outreaching branches, so to speak. So
if it does get taken down, Wayback Machine, find the Yuzu website and go
God.
back about a month and a half.
God bless you, Wayback Machine.
Piracy will never end.
No.
Never.
Okay, what's up with this manhunt? Tell me about this manhunt that people have been going on
Okay,
about.
so Helldivers, you understand what the game is?
Yeah, that's the one that we've been talking about for a couple weeks now. That's basically Starship Troopers, the game, right?
For as much as I've seen, yes. I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
Me either. We've been talking about it for weeks. We really should just get the game, but yeah. So it looks like a fun game, is my thing, and it's really popular right now. So what's going on?
So there's this thing going around on TikTok, on the Helldivers main TikTok account. They're posting a wanted, dead.
Not
Not dead or alive, just dead.
Dead. Okay.
This one gentleman, Gaints the Demon, has killed over 1,000, people that you would play with. So your own teammates, he's going to actively kill them.
Oh.
And for some reason, he is not himself been killed, or found after they get killed. So the developers put a mass
Oh, the devs did this?
the devs put in the
God.
game, if you go to the starting point, we'll say, attention people, we're looking for this person. Kill him. And if you do so, I think the number that I saw was 10,000 in-game currency.
Wow. We'll definitely be watching this little clip real quick. So I can have the full context. But here's my question about that. Wouldn't you just respawn? What's the appeal of what's the deal?
Like I said, I haven't played it, so I
Fair
don't
enough.
have all the details.
If you have any more information, let me know on any of my socials, because I am down for this drama. I love these kinds of this is very reminiscent to me of the South Park episode Make Love Not Warcraft, when they were hunting after the man with no life who kept killing noobs in starter zones on World of Warcraft. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. It is one of South Park's best episodes, and this is what this reminds me of. Let's see what this is going. Okay, I guess I have to be logged in to do this? No, anyways, whatever. Let's just watch it. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. Bounty board update.
Citizens of Super Earth, we interrupt your regular programming to bring you a special announcement regarding a grave matter concerning the security and integrity of our Helldivers. I'm Max Vanguard, and this is the Helldivers Bounty Board reporting from the SCS Leviathan of Wrath. In a shocking turn of events, Gantz the Demon has been found guilty of committing treason against Super Earth, a betrayal of the highest order. The code of military justice has been invoked, and a proclamation has been issued by the Ministry of Defense.
Ooh.
According to the Ministry of Truth, Gantz the Demon has violated the fundamental principles that uphold the security and sovereignty of Super Earth. The charges against him include acts against the state, endangering the lives of fellow divers, and conspiring with enemies of Super Earth. Gantz the Demon, a once trusted member of our Helldiver forces, has now become a fugitive. Managed Democracy and the Ministry of Defense has authorized a special task force to bring him to justice. As of this moment, a bounty has been placed on Gantz the Demon, and citizens urged to report any sightings or information that may lead to serving sweet liberty to this traitor. A reward of renown and honor will be granted to those who assist in the dispatching of Gantz the Demon. This bounty is valid for the next 10 days, and individuals with relevant information are encouraged to contact the Super Earth Security Hotline. Your mandatory cooperation is crucial in ensuring the safety and stability of the pillars of freedom and democracy. Thank you. We will continue to provide updates on this developing situation. Citizens, stay vigilant, and let us work together to spread the hands of managed democracy. This is Max Vanguard, signing off for Helldivers Bounty Board, live from the SCS Leviathan of Wrath.
That's amazing. I don't. If this is I don't even care if this is real. That's intense, and I love that. If this is a publicity stunt, I still agree with it. I think that's great. If I were against the demon, this is what I'd be doing in my little gamer setup right now. Just too good. Just too good.
After seeing this on my TikTok page, literally like 3 swipes away was Gantz the Demon.
Go figure. Got
And he was like, good luck finding me, essentially.
I mean, there's a million servers, I'm sure, of this game. Lots of, like, parties and lobbies and whatever. What have you.
But the thing is, if he was actually that big of a problem, you have his account. Get him off.
Well, that's the thing, though. If he's just being a dick but not breaking the terms of service, then they would not be able to.
He is breaking the code of conduct.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
They don't want that.
No, they don't.
So if you're hearing this, demon,
maybe
tone it down.
Maybe the Helldivers devs are like, we could just block him, but this seems more fun. Just make a digital manhunt for this dude.
It would bring in players, for sure.
Yeah, they're like, we could just block him, or we could use this to our advantage, which I actually, brava. I like it. That's a fun way to do it. Maybe not for Gantz the Demon, but if he's as good as he seems to be, then maybe he's just... If he's a good sport about it, then he'll be just as fun, I guess.
There's no good sporting about killing teammates. Never,
Well, if a good sport, I guess, if there's someone... I guess what I mean by being a good sport is if he does get killed in this game, and instead of, like, throwing a hissy fit on TikTok, he's like, fair enough. Finally found a better player than me. Good job. That'd be the difference for me of him being a good sport about it. Because this is still a video game.
Yeah.
So you gotta be a good sport about it. No throwing controllers. Don't do, the Call of Duty rage quit where you just broke his entire... Oh. Are you familiar with that?
No, but I am familiar with your past stories of...
We don't talk about
shattering controllers.
I don't shatter them. I've not broken it, except for that one time with the Nintendo DS, but... It was just the right trigger that was not workable anymore. It was the rest of the rest.
She's trying to cover it up, is what she's saying.
The rest of the device was still plenty playable. It was just I couldn't drift anymore.
She's just trying to cover it up. That's okay.
I'm not gonna say that was a good sports moment. That was a bad sportsmanship moment for me.
Very bad.
Very bad. Naughty Brittany. But I think, there's a Power World patch you wanted to talk about?
There's supposed to be some new content coming to Power World.
Nice. Very, very popular game. Looks like it's not been taken down by Nintendo quite yet, so let's keep on trucking.
Nope, but it's getting there.
No! Keep Power World.
Unfortunately.
Look, if they can get it covered under parody, they're fine.
I don't think it's... Because,
it's still parody. Look at it,
though.
I know, but they could still... I could easily argue that's parody. Oh my god, it's a cow.
Okay, but
He's
look,
so
that
cute.
is 1,000% Snorlax's face on that cow.
The teeth are upside down, though.
You can alter it all you want. That does not look like Meowth at all.
Well, look, did you buy... What was her name? Kate... Whatever, the funny blonde woman on SNL. Would you actually believe she was Elsa if you saw her skit? But she was dressed just like her.
No.
Or did you hear about, in terms of parody law, are you familiar with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? No. Well, there's an they got away with some copyright stuff. Basically, there was this one episode where the crew put on, like, a play, and the one woman was dressed as a princess for the play, and she was wearing straight-up licensed Disney merchandise. It was a Sleeping Beauty dress.
Mm.
But they did not refer to her as Sleeping Beauty, and they put an apron over the dress so it looked different. And that episode is one of the most popular to date. So there's a lot... If they can successfully claim parody, they're fine. Honestly.
All right.
There's a lot that parody covers, as long as it is just straight up a parody. Like, if you just say, put out a Pokemon game and said, it's not Pokemon, but everything was still labeled as, like, and had the straight up designs and the names as Pokemon, that's a little bit shakier ground. But this Pal World, may have a case if they claim parody. They may be able to get away with it. And also, I can agree that some of the designs are a little too close. But, hear me out.
Everything these days is a little too close.
Exactly. Oh, looks like they've got a cheating problem too anyway. So Power World's just doing its thing.
It's a new game.
It's a new game.
I give it like 2 days. Hell, I'll give it 2 hours after that patch was released. And there will be an update to all the cheats.
This came out. This was updated on the 27th, so it's already been 2 days. So we'll see. I'm gonna be getting into the game here soon. You've actually played the game. Have you noticed?
It's a lot of fun.
Good.
I haven't played it since this post came out, so I'll double check to see if it's updated. But this whole pocket pair thing is new to me.
Power. Oh, it's Guns Out. It's the Pokemon with Guns crafting and survival game has seen 25 million players since going on sale last month. That's a lot. The Steam version, yeah, it actually makes sense that I think, in my opinion, that the Steam version would sell more copies on Xbox because, I mean, again, we've argued back and forth about which is better, PlayStation or Xbox. But if you get it on Steam, most gamers have a computer nowadays, so it's cross-platform is, I'm not gonna say tricky because it actually is, I think, pretty easy. Like, it's not, if you play it on Steam, you're not gonna be playing it with anyone who plays Xbox. So
yeah.
So if everyone just has it on Steam, yeah. But but I guess that's the benefit. If you have it on Xbox and you already have Game Pass, then you don't have to pay $30 extra for it. So pros and cons depending on your situation.
I really just think it's a really great game, and that if anybody would like to play it, do so at your own risk. Because if this whole lawsuit for Power World and Nintendo goes through, I'm real curious as to how it's going to go with people that have bought the game and immediately went straight to modding it to have Pokemon in it.
I don't know, man. I feel it's a whole different conversation.
That is indeed a different conversation.
All right, let's.
What else would you like to add on to the docket for the day?
Well, the last thing I wanted to talk about was this crazy event. I wouldn't say exactly gaming related, but it is an interesting conversation about technology, I think. It's all I've been seeing on Twitter, so I wanted to get your take on it.
Okay.
This Willie's Chocolate Experience in Glasgow is supposed to be this huge fantasy-like immersive experience of going to not Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, that's for sure.
It looks interesting.
Yeah, it's apparently it's big.
It is 1000% all AI generated.
Oh yeah, this is all AI art, and they are actually, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna read over. Oh, who knows? You might be able to grow your own your very own enchanting garden. Let's see. Your journey begins in an enchanted garden with giant sweets, vibrant blooms, mysterious-looking sculptures, and magical surprises that add an extra layer to your chocolatey experience. There's an imagination lab where that'll transport you to the realm of creativity. Let's see. The boundaries between reality and fantasy harmoniously merge. I'm not seeing a lot of actual details as to what you do in this.
Sounds more of like a, hey guys, look here.
Yeah, so very
Come
much,
on in.
the first red flag is all the AI generated art. The second red flag is the lack of actual details as to what's going on at this event. There's a Twilight Tunnel. It just says it's immersive and cool and you've never experienced it before. It says experience captivating live performances, charming characters singing original catchy tunes, extraordinary props, oversized lollipops, and a paradise of sweet treats. This event guarantees an immersive and delightful entertainment experience suitable for ages 3 and up. And they charged, well, I mean, you can't book it anymore. Yeah, that makes sense. Because, for one, it was last weekend? Over the 24th and 20th? Yeah, it was last weekend in Glasgow. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, they were charging like $40 for it. And, oh, shoot, I didn't want to do that.
Control-Shift-T.
Control-Shift-T, thank you. Yeah, it didn't go over well. The police were
Oh.
called. Refunds were demanded by everyone in attendance. That's an exciting chocolate bar prop, I guess. A lot of people were not happy because as immersive as this experience was supposed to be, and the website even says it was supposed to last 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, it was an abandoned. It had a bounce house in a warehouse.
Oh.
That's what you had going on there.
And coffee tables and benches that don't match any other furniture.
They did have some of the oversized props that they promised. Like there's a gummy bear. Yeah, so people were not happy about this. Let's see, it was where dreams become reality. It was a nightmare for a lot of kids. I guess from people, they're like, look, here's more like just pictures from it. It was really, that was the guy who was supposed to play Willy Wonka, and he basically, this video I guess explains it. That's a clip from the movie, obviously the Gene Wilder film, which is still a masterpiece.
Absolute classic.
Absolute classic. Not like what's going on here. As, oh look, a TV.
That's not even hooked up.
Yeah, big rainbow props. Yeah, it wasn't good. And I don't know if I have pictures from this, but I guess there were like 2 live characters.
Oh.
This Willy Wonka guy.
You don't look that bad.
No, he doesn't look bad, but yeah. So he's saying he was cast as Willy Wonka, even though it's not a licensed event for one. Oh yeah, he's saying here that it was 15-page monologue of AI generated gibberish. So there wasn't even a script for this thing, for this Willy Wonka.
They were told to hand out 1 jelly bean per child.
Yeah, they were promised, a quarter of a cup of Tesco's brand lemonade in a chocolate factory. I would expect, especially for the $40 price tag,
You get something.
you'd get a goodie bag of like chocolate treats, at least like the fun size ones. Even if you can't give out like the Mars chocolate bars or officially licensed Wonka products, like.
Hand out the little travel size bars.
But nope, you get 1 jelly bean and a quarter. He says a quarter cup. I'd bet money, just based on speculation, it was more like a shot of lemonade, based on how this event went.
Here's your bean and here's your shot. Have fun.
Oh yeah, this is the one Oompa Loompa they had. Just a poor woman doing her best, probably handing out the single jelly beans.
That is insane.
Oh yeah, this is what they promised. Oh, it's X, I guess. Damn it. This is what they were promised. Again, it's very AI generated, so. Yep, there's that. And that's what they got.
I'm understandably on anybody's side with this. Because.
Except for.
I don't know. I think I can see it.
No.
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
Go back.
I would be pissed.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's that.
I don't know. I think that's pretty close.
Not at all.
The only thing I think that could have saved this is, for one, you didn't bring your kids. This is not, like, it's not even inappropriate for children. Children just aren't interested in this. This reminds me of, like, a bring your kid to work day at Lowe's. Like, that's what this is. And if it were marketed as that, a kid might be like, okay. But kids don't have a concept of AI-generated art.
No.
They're like, they see art, and they see pretty, and they say, oh, is this like Willy Wonka? And then they go, and it's not. And I would cry. I would absolutely cry. Even as an adult. The only thing that I think could have saved this, other than not bringing your damn children, is if it were advertised not as an immersive event, but like an augmented reality thing.
Yeah.
Where if you bring your phone or your tablet, whatever, you can see all that cool stuff. Because there are people who are straight up into the augmented reality stuff. But even that's kind of a stretch, because I'm not paying $40 for something that's not there.
Nope.
For one. That would be more like a free, I don't know, exhibition or like an installation at a museum or something. But even with that, I don't want grayscale walls in a warehouse. It's got to be there's got to be something more to it to be worth the, oh, it looks even cooler with AR. There's got to be something physically there, which the things that are there are just, they're not good enough. They're not up to par with what was advertised. Yeah, especially if you're going to use AI art for something like this, use it as inspiration. Like, hire someone out to make, like, this Twilight Tunnel thing they advertised. Hire someone to even make it look something like that. At least have a mural painted of that.
I think it's funny how they have Willy's Chocolate Factory logo on the top left there. Mm-hmm. But it's so tiny that you can hardly see it.
Right? This poor web design. But it's right here, Willy's Chocolate Experience. Technically, it's not Willy Wonka. This is one of those off-brand...
it's an emulation.
Yeah, it's an emulation. There we go. That's how we're tying this in. But, no, it was just a disaster. And from what I understand, everyone is getting their refunds. And the organization who put on this event, House of Illuminati is what they're called. Right?
Oh.
Yeah, so
These people don't deserve the money.
Strike 3, you're out. Yeah, I could see that, but... Yeah, strike... Let's recap real quick. Strike 1. This is all AI-generated art.
Immediately, no.
Strike 2. There's no description on this website as to exactly what you're seeing. It's just vague. Your dreams will become a reality. There's... who knows, you might perhaps grow your very own enchanting garden. With what? Is there, like, craft tables set up so you could create your own little candy garden?
I feel like that's what was supposed to be.
But they don't say that.
Okay, but look how badly designed the AI bunnies are next to those steps.
Dude, those look horrifying.
This one? Because that looks like a damn pig face thing.
I was talking about the white one.
This one here?
That has 4 eyes.
Oh, goodness me. Can I zoom in on this? I can. Let's see. Let's look at... Oh, God. Oh, Christ.
The one to the left looks like it just has a bunch of teeth.
Yeah, this one... None of these look good.
That pearly smile.
None of these. And the weird floating jelly beans. Again,
God. Look at the far left.
This one?
One straight to the right of it.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
The one that she was on beforehand kind of looks like a Voltorb that drank too much Pepto-Bismol.
Yes, that's exactly what that... This is a
That's a clown!
That's a marshmallow with teeth, and I don't like it.
That is terrifying.
That's a nightmare. All 4 of those, honestly, I would hate to see in my dreams.
Why is there a Jigglypuff without a face?
So...
Oh, it has a face. It's just been spun around.
It's mangled.
I am glad that the participants... I mean, the police were called, so it's that bad. I am glad that the people who bought tickets to this are getting their refunds, but this is still a good lesson in look before you buy. Do your research, because again, while we're recapping, Strike 3, the place was called House of Illuminati. Maybe it's because I'm not, a native of Europe, but I have not even heard of this organization, and this whole website just looks suspicious.
Great, I'm curious. Click the Contact Us page.
I'm surprised they haven't disabled this already. This is London-based company.
Wow, they fully advertised themselves.
Yeah. What?
Almost.
Yep, almost. You say exhibit 404. Oh, to be fair, that's because it's gotten so much bad press and the event's already passed. Even if it did go over well, the event's already passed.
Exactly.
But I wonder what happens when we look up other House of Illuminati exhibits, what comes up. Because this might be their first go, in which case it was not good. Here we go, houseofilluminati.com. Oh, Jesus. This has to
Look at that. More AI-generated art.
Around...
Scroll back up.
Yeah.
Okay. The House of Illuminati is not even centered. Okay.
Did bots just make this page?
It's either the text is not centered or the background is not centered. Either way, none of it.
Oh, no, it's not good.
The background is slightly off.
Let's see. A realm where fantasy and reality converge to create unparalleled immersive experiences. art, technology, storytelling, and unforgettable events from avant-garde performances. Yeah, I wouldn't call 15 pages of AI-generated garbage avant-garde.
Grand interactive galas. Very interactive. Them one jelly beans really hit the spot.
Right? Evoke wonder and inspire the imagination. No, all that inspired was a call to the authorities and some nightmare fuel for the poor children in attendance. We're crafting extraordinary experiences that linger in your memories. That they did, at least.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna linger all over Twitter,
Reddit.
Facebook, Reddit.
Oh my gosh.
It literally looks
these
like
aren't even real people.
no. This is
just
there's a pig flying with wings.
Mystique Galas, Avant-Garde Art Interactive. This just says interactive theater experiences, secret soirees, latest news. Oh my goodness. Their latest news is from December of last year, so that's not good. Crafting unforgettable moments. Looks like
Hey, that's that Willy Wonka guy.
That's a practice space, it looks like. Interactive delights, what to expect at the Willy Wonka. It looks like they actually had some cool props going. Careers. There's no page. You shouldn't work for them. I want to look at their events. Oh, see, they don't even have anything scheduled after the Willy Wonka thing. Did they have anything before this? It's so vague, and that's witchcraft and wizardry. Oh, was this?
They're all posted on the same date.
Yeah, that's...
December 16th. That is a terribly...
Oh. Yeah, don't...
Highlight it.
Oh, God. Greetings, dear readers. Welcome you back to our blog, where we celebrate not only extraordinary events, but the magic inherent in the city of Glasgow. In this edition, join us as we dive into the unique experiences that Glasgow offers and discover how House of Illuminati enhances these moments, creating a perfect blend of local charm and international allure. International something. Oh my goodness. Iconic venues.
Oh yes, elegance is the word that I would use.
Culinary delights and local flavors. That one jelly bean, man. That one jelly bean.
The Glasgow lemonade.
The closest thing I can think of that was as much of a disaster was DashCon. If you're familiar with that. It was a local Tumblr convention that went, I want to say, about as bad, if not worse. Well, no, I think this might actually trump DashCon. But that's, again, a whole other thing. So let's have this episode off with, if it looks too good to be true and is AI generated,
it's probably non-existent.
it probably doesn't exist. And is not... the event would have gone over better if nobody showed up.
Yeah.
Because then they could have swept it under the rug. Because I hadn't heard nothing about this before everything blew up on Twitter about how bad it was.
Nothing.
So it's probably a local thing that would have just been a dud and wouldn't have even been news.
I mean, I didn't even hear about it until you said something. So
Right, exactly. So it's not like they're a renowned company. They could have just flopped and been like, okay, one person showed up. Let's
good job.
give them their $40 and
Give them the 12 jelly beans instead of just the one.
right, call it a loss. But no, this is just bad. Okay.
Get your stuff together, House of
It seems
Illuminati.
so easy not to mess that up.
Right, it's you don't oversell it that
Don't
bad.
I
oversell
feel
it.
like I could have made the art though.
They could have just hire local artists. There's so much technology too, like projectors, craftsmen. They're like this could have been a really cool like mix of art and technology.
Yeah.
Like it's a really neat concept, but that's all it was a concept.
And it did not go over well.
Not at all. No.
Period.
Horribly.
It's like I guess the best way I could equate it would be like, oh, we're gonna give you a new Pokemon game. Here's some Happy Meal toys from 1996.
Do the research.
Right.
Do the research on any event. Find the people that are hosting it and look them up. It's easy. Just Google.
Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. Just because AI art is a new flashy thing does not mean it's going to translate into real life.
No. We're not there yet. This is not the future.
I mean, it's going to, like Jonathan Colton once sang, it's going to be the future soon. But, you know.
Just not now.
It's not now. All right, let's wrap that up. Let's wrap up this episode of the Ginger Force Apocalypse podcast. If you enjoyed our conversations and our hot takes, please follow us on our individual socials. The GFAP socials are coming very soon. But for now, I'm at BertRochelle.com. My DMs are open. I post a lot about gaming and non-gaming information. And I've got a lot of other game reviews and cooking shows on my OFTV page, so please check all that out.
And then finally, I've got more socials.
Yay!
I'm on Linktree.
Woo!
It's Linktree Muffin Sincere.
It'll be around here on the screen somewhere.
About right here,
Yep.
you know.
Check out his Linktree. All his socials will be on there.
Everything now. But other than that...
All right. Thank you for watching another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast, also known as GFAP.
GFAP.
This fappening is absolutely happening.
Indeed it is.
I think you guys enjoy saying that.
I do. I love saying that.
Are you not joining the fappening?
Because it's happening.
Uh,
See you next time.
Later.
Bye.